Hey, I'm John.
I'm Jeff.
Les.
Brady.
Brian.
I'm Randy. We're the Randy Rogers Band, and this is the Texas music scene with my little buddy, Ray Benson.
Welcome back, folks. You know, Roy Orbison not only had one of the most distinctive voices in music, but he was one heck of a songwriter as well. In fact, artists like Bruce Springsteen, Robert Plant, and Bono all cite Orbison as a strong influence on their careers. Our Texas legend this time and the pride of Wink, Texas, the late Roy Orbison.
Pretty woman walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to meet, pretty woman.
Born April 23, 1936, Roy Kelton Orbison grew up in the West Texas oil town of Wink, where he began fronting country and rockabilly bands during his high school days. By the time he was in college, Roy was the lead singer of a group called the Teen Kings. This band caught the eye of Johnny Cash outside of Dallas in 1955. Within days, they were signed by Sam Phillips of Sun Records. Orbison spent the next 2 years touring with guys like Cash, Elvis Presley, Carl Perkins, and Jerry Lee Lewis. He also began to really work on the craft of songwriting during this time. In fact, he sold his song Claudette to the Everly Brothers, who scored a top 40 hit with the song as a B-side in 1957. In early 1960, he signed with Monument Records. His greatest success came during this period, with an amazing string of hits. 22 of his songs placed on Billboard's top 40 between 1960 and 1965. His 1960 hit, Only the Lonely, was the first song to truly show off his vocal potential.
No, I cry, only the lonely.
Roy Orbison, one of the best voices ever. All these guys had their own niche, you know, their own sound, and that's what made them great, and they've lasted forever. You know, nobody, you can try to duplicate it, but you can't, you know, you just be an imitator. So, but yeah, Roy, just the way, I mean, I love all that stuff. I mean, he's one of the best voices ever.
Roy Orbison was known for performing standing still, wearing black clothes and dark sunglasses, which in turn led to an unintentional, dark and mysterious image. The combination of Roy's emotional vocals, combined with complex string arrangements, led some fans and critics to describe some of his songs as almost operatic. One example of this would be his 1961 mega hit, Crying. Lifelong fan Bruce Springsteen introduced Orbison into the second class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987. That same year, Electric Light Orchestra frontman Jeff Lynne was producing separate solo albums for Orbison, Tom Petty, and George Harrison. After a chance meeting through Lynne and one phone call to Bob Dylan, the supergroup known as the Traveling Wilburys was born. Their first night together resulted in the super hit Handle with Care.
Won't you show me that you really care?
The Jeff Lynne produced project Mystery Girl was released in 1989, shortly after Orbison's unexpected death. This album included his last #1 song, You Got It.
Corey Morrow does a rare 3-piece acoustic performance of Beat of Your Heart when we come back, so stay with us.